bring in legal expert Sunny Hostin. Sunny, I mean, what can parents do in a case like this?
I'm just floored, quite frankly, but I think this is criminal. You know, my background is that I'm a former federal prosecutor, and I prosecuted child sex crimes and crimes against families, crimes against women, and I can tell you that these types of criminals, because I think a lot of this is just criminal behavior, prey on the vulnerable, and you are all such lovely people, and it's one of the reasons why I became a prosecutor and a lawyer, to protect people. But Anderson, to your question, I suppose what you have to do, unfortunately, is you can't trust. You can't trust when it comes to matters like this. You have to have an adoption attorney. You have to have go through an adoption agency. You have to use those systems that are in place for this very reason, because there are scam artists out there and they prey on lovely people.
And
like
I mean, the money is the least important part of this, obviously.
Totally.
But adoptions are not financial transactions, so
they're not. They're
it's
supposed to
considered
be gifts. They're supposed to be gifts, and so sometimes money does exchange hands, but that's solely supposed to be for expenses, medical care, that sort of thing.
And because it's a gift, it's not money you can get back.
Well, actually, when there is fraud involved, and again, that is what is occurring here, you can get the money back. But one of the problems, I think, with adoption, Anderson, is that the law hasn't really caught up with it, right? So some states have adoption fraud statutes, and they protect people. There are other states that don't have that, and so you have to go the civil route. You go and file a case for perhaps fraud by deception, something like that, and it takes a long time because and it takes money because you need a lawyer to do it.
But as you say, that's not really something you're even, I mean, you want to be able to have a relationship with this woman down the road because you have a child that was biologically hers.
Yes, we would definitely like to still be able to have a relationship. However, we did pursue that. We did give all the evidence over to the prosecuting attorney because we felt like it was our civil responsibility. We felt like it wasn't in their best interest to continue doing what they were doing. And obviously, we didn't want this to happen to other people either. However, they did end up pleading guilty and got probation instead, because there isn't a law in Kentucky that is specific for this instance. You know, they got off a lot easier.